Well, maybe that'll keep working. Good morning, YouTube. It is a nice, hot summer. Yeah, it is. It's June 30th, so officially summer, hot afternoon, almost July. We have with us today a co-pilot, not a passenger. This is co-pilot Egg. She's been called that since she was a wee little baby and we had the RV. Well, she wasn't a baby when we had the RV6, but she got her name on the side of the RV6 as co-pilot Egg. Egg was a nickname given to her in somewhere around the 6th grade. Her initials are E, G, and in the 6th grade, down in this part of the state anyway, that spells egg. So today's trip is down to Portsmouth. We're going to have some breakfast down there. We just got to get through the warm-up and the pre-flight and all that whack, and then we'll talk to you again just before takeoff. So weather, they're calling 5 miles and mist, which is marginal VFR. It looks a lot better than that to me, and of course, we really don't much care. Marginal versus non-marginal because we're going away from here. So we're about ready to go. I'm going to get my holler. Bolton ground experimental 284 Delta Golf at the T hangars, ready to taxi departing VFR south.
Experimental 284 Delta Golf on ground runway 4 taxi via taxiway Bravo Alpha, wind 1903, altimeter is 3010.
Bravo Alpha to 4 Delta Golf. We'll go ahead and do it this time. Sometimes I ask for 2-2 because it's not as far to go, but we're still not all the way up on the oil.
Okay.
And it doesn't take that long to get down there. But you would do it if I asked. Yeah, you can do that. Oil will probably be done about halfway down. Another reason for going to runway 4 is that I can turn right up here instead of left, and I'm going to swing the camera over for you guys, and you'll see why I want to do that as we get a little bit closer. This can be an interesting airport at times for some of the transients that we get in here. What you pointing at?
They're setting up vendors and stuff.
Yeah, they're going to sell rides. Oops, that was a spoiler. Hey YouTube, guess what? You're going to see something that people would pay to ride in. What? Well, this isn't. That's not this plane. Let's see, he wanted me Bravo to Alpha, so I can't shortcut close to it. That's too bad. If we went down to Charlie, I could get a little closer. Are you zooming in on it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. And off to the left a little bit as we go past it. Parked between that Piper and that Cessna. That one went under the cover. That's a T6.
Bolton ground, light support 96961, that's T hangars, ready to taxi for the northwest departure.
Off to the left a little bit, there you go, get the thing, there we go.
I did get it.
So we got World War II right here at Bolton Field today. Okay, you strapped in,
Yeah.
We're all set, we got all this done, over to tower frequency, we're ready to go. Everything's in, fuel pump's the one I really have to check, and I make sure the canopy, always check the canopy, okay, we're ready to go. And I'm on tower. Okay. Full tower, experimental 284 Delta Golf, ready for takeoff, runway 4 at Alpha 5, departing VFR southbound.
Experimental 284 Delta Golf, Bolton Tower, turn right on course, runway 4, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 4, right on course, 4 Delta Golf. I'm talking slower this year.
Why?
Because I got to where I was talking too fast for the controllers. Oh, there's Perry right behind us.
Oh, that is a very bright plane.
Yeah, very expensive for what it is. Costs more than this one. Well, he didn't have to build his though.
That's
or
right.
get to. I like to say get to. He didn't get to build his. Oh, you are going to have to lose a little weight.
Excuse you?
We should have been off before Alpha 4.
You sound like Mom.
Oh, well, it could have something to do with the full tank of gas also.
You sound like Mom. Is this still recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Oh, now people are going to hear that. My hospital is so tall that if I have to go to the top floor all the way back down to my floor, my ears pop like this.
Well, they should. My ears don't pop well at all. I go days and days before I can get them to finally pop.
Nope, because you go up to 12 and I'm all the way on 2, so if you go all the way up to 12 and way down, it just pop, pop.
I wonder if Perry and that Piper are flying together, or that's just because you hardly ever see a line at the runway anymore. Not as many people fly. Oh, but yeah, we're climbing great. Must not be you then.
You know what?
Must be the hot, muggy weather. That'll do it too.
Autopilot.
All right. Says the autopilot should be doing the navigating and the climbing up. I don't need to do a thing.
Bolton Tower, Light Sport 9961, ready for departure. Runway 4.
Light Sport 96961, Bolton Tower, turn left.
Niner. That's a lot of niners.
Is that our neighborhood?
Yes.
On course, runway 4, 9961, thanks, good morning.
Flight altitude 3,500 feet. And it's smooth as glass. It's a little bit warm. It's 75 degrees outside, so we're getting a fairly decent breeze in here. But it's smooth as glass. We're really just riding along. So I guess we're going to get the phones out and play Words with Friends or play some solitaire or something, whatever you want to do. We're just cruising along. Oh, I didn't tell you much about co-pilot Egg. He's a nurse.
Yeah.
And there's two things you really don't want in your immediate family, and that's a nurse and a psychiatrist. Now, the psychiatrist can only do you harm. The nurse is there when you need stitches or bandage or anything, but they also get kind of preachy about what you eat for food and such.
No, I don't. I eat like crap.
Well, you're as a do as I say, not as I do person.
I ate mashed potatoes for dinner 3 times this week, and that's it.
I have mashed potatoes with macaroni and cheese for gravy. And some toast alongside.
Sometimes I put broccoli in the mac and cheese, so it's a little bit healthy. And I ate an apple this week.
Co-pilot Egg was a picky eater as a child, but a strange kind of picky eater. So it wasn't just peanut butter toast, it was Caesar salad and black olives and things that actual picky eaters won't eat. So I like to say she wasn't a picky eater, she was a selective eater.
Yeah.
She liked what she liked. And I say Caesar salad kind of jokingly because what she had was Caesar dressing soup with some salad in there as kind of decoration. Just salad, more dressing on the side, more dressing on the side.
My coworker makes fun of me for that.
Well, you're better than my sister, your Aunt Ann, who would actually, literally, I'm not making this up, she would pick the seeds out of strawberries. Just sort of pick them out of there before you'd eat a strawberry.
To be fair, they do have a really weird texture.
Well, they get stuck between your teeth. I get all that, but, you know.
I don't eat tomatoes because I don't like the way they feel.
It's not like watermelon seeds or apple seeds. I mean, they're just...
I like banana peppers. I like the taste of banana peppers, but I don't like the feel of banana peppers.
Texture.
Yeah.
I don't like green beans.
Green
beans always like rubbery. They're almost like cheese curds. They're like squeaky beans.
Oh, I love cheese curds.
But I don't mind the taste of green beans, just don't like the texture.
I don't like mushrooms.
Mushrooms, I like mushrooms, but the texture again is kind of sometimes chewy if you cook them wrong.
Yeah, I don't, nope.
Yeah, well, I like most vegetables, but the texture can be a problem. We're agreed.
2.2.
Well, we're still 51 miles away, and that's nautical miles. And with the squelch off, we can already receive the AWOS down at Portsmouth, so I can turn that up.
Greater Portsmouth Regional Airport. Automated weather observation 1304. Zulu weather. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Clear below 12,000.
Okay, the big news there is it's, well, calm air, which means I get to pick my runway, and we're heading 180 degrees to a 1836 runway. So opportunity there for a straight in if I choose to do so, but generally I fly the pattern anyway. The other thing is that it's 10 miles visibility, and that's kind of a big deal on these hazy summer mornings where you can get all the way down there, and of course they're down in the river valley, or close to the river valley, so you can get fog on the runway down there. I did forget to mention that Nurse Erica works the night shift. So if you see over this head kind of dropping off, that's because she's very, very tired. And I worked night shift before, and I know, especially when you don't get to consistently work it and they shift your schedule around, it can be very, very hard to adjust. There's circadian rhythms. You know about circadian rhythms? They teach you that when you're a pilot, right? Remember, I don't know if you were there when your Uncle Bill McGinnis, I guess that's, yeah, Martha's cousin, whatever it is, he was getting ready to retire, and so that made him really, really high on the seniority list. And seniority is what determines whether they get the routes they bid or not. They'll bid what they want to do, and then it bubbles down through seniority. So I asked him, I said, you got to be in the top 10 of seniority if you're getting ready to retire. So, what are you bidding? Are you out to Vegas all the time to visit your daughter? He says, oh no, I'm living the dream, north and south. And I said, well, what do you mean by that? He says, same time zone. So he's not always trying to adjust the time zones. Because, at our age, he's about my age, it gets very, very difficult to adjust. So he was living the dream. I also asked him what he wanted to do. He said he wanted to travel. I said, you really? You haven't had enough of travel? He says, I'll tell you something. He says, I've seen the Grand Canyon 1,000 times. It's this big. He wants to see it on the ground. Made a lot of sense once he explained it.
Periodic traffic, RB7 Field Whiskey, 2 miles southwest and left.
Wow. So as you can hear on the Unicom, there's no shortage of people flying today. It's all over the place. So that helps with my decision on the approach. I'm not going to do a straight in. I'm going to do a left base or a left pattern back up to 3.6. There's just too many people flying. Well, not too many people. Lots of people flying today. So we'll just err on the side of caution with that one. And I'd love to turn this radio down, but I forget to turn it back up again and can't understand why people aren't replying to me. So we're just going to have to endure it. You don't, though.
2 miles out. I'll be crossing over at midfield.
Portsmouth traffic, external 284 Delta Golf is 2 miles north, entering a left downwind runway 36, Portsmouth.
Traffic.
And traffic departing Portsmouth, we do have you in sight for Delta Golf.
His radio is just terrible.
I still don't see him.
Good thing I can tell he's right out there.
Dayton Right Brothers, external 914 Tango X-ray turning base, runway 20, Dayton Right Brothers.
Did you take off already?
Yeah, he's up in the, you can see him against the hills over there.
Oh, there's Sam. Tell the story.
Portsmouth traffic, 284 Delta Golf is midfield, left downwind 36, full stop, Portsmouth.
This downwind used to be a right downwind, so you wouldn't have to be over these hills, but neighbors were complaining, I guess. They moved it. So you kind of got this face full of hills and trees as you're coming in here. I'm always reluctant to descend over these hills. I get ground shy. Note the well-trained daughter. No vertical video there. Well-trained.
That's just because you don't like it.
Daddy, oh, okay. Well, that's good enough, isn't it?
I'm a heathen.
You don't have to like not doing it. You just have to not do it.
Portsmouth traffic, 4 Delta Golf, left base 36, Portsmouth.
Oh, it's so reluctant to let the airplane come down. It's deceptive too because the airplane's higher than all this. See how it's up on that hill? Runway's up, raised a little bit, but makes me feel like we're higher than we really are. Now it's starting to look right.
I don't like how close the trees are.
Well, we have to get close to the ground to land on the ground. It's part of it. It's mandatory. Oh,
Stop it. Oh, that was smooth.
well,
Nope, no,
I am
never
a
mind.
semi-professional.
Engine speed.
I've been here before.
I thought so. There's a life flight here. The Mount Carmel life flight's been coming into Bolton because there's a repair shop there now.
Oh, I thought you meant to, like, get people.
No, no.
Yes,
Does
we have
Nationwide
life-
Children's, they don't have a life flight, do they?
Oh, yes, we do.
Well, how come they never come into Bolton?
I don't know, but we life flight from all over.
That's where the helicopter repair shop is now. All right, we are here. We'll check with you guys after we eat. Oh, you're okay. Yeah, that's from Bolton. I've seen that before. Here, let's see. They're going to want to know what we're talking about. Here we go. That's an old Ford air controller type plane, L1 or something. There. Okay, now we can shut you guys off.
Yeah, I'm just gonna line up. Is that okay? Yeah, it's all I got a phone.
He's thinking, oh, that's an RV-12. Wow, I've never seen one of those. First try.
All right, here we are post-breakfast taxiing out for departure on runway 18.
Traffic 8 Birmingham, Mike clear of runway 18 on North Bravo, Portsmouth.
Good to know. We're just flying over to Jackson, which is practically right next door. We're gonna follow Kyle in his RV-12. We'll probably do a little bit of formation on the way over there. I'm just gonna follow him over there. And we're going over there to visit his little son, who I call Happy Jack, because he's just a happy little guy. I don't know how old he is now. I probably haven't seen him for close to a year. But he's a cute little kid. We're going to hop on over there and say hi to him. Looks like
Traffic Cherokee 755, one Juliet, turning left base runway 18, Portsmouth.
Airport's getting a little busy. I got the canopy closed. We've done our run-up. Trim is set. No, we don't need that yet until we're in the air. That's so we can talk to him. Right now we're still talking to other airplanes. Okay, let's go.
Honk at him. Ah.
There he goes.
Oh, he's shaking his little butt.
I'm going to stick with you, Kyle.
Okay, Portsmouth traffic, experimental 328Q Lima, and flight of 2 will be departing runway 18, Portsmouth.
All right, canopy closed.
Yes.
Yep.
Third
Well,
time.
there's a reason I checked 3 times.
Because people forget. Okay, this is the scariest thing I've ever done.
Taking off, we've done this before.
With another person right in front of us. This goes against everything you've ever taught me.
Hey, we're a little faster than him. Well, he's got his dad with him.
Stop calling people fat!
I didn't say that. The airplanes feel weight. There's extra weight in his airplane. There's nothing offensive about that.
And Portsmouth traffic, experimental flight of 2 be departing to the east, Portsmouth. I'm on over 2275 now.
I'm up.
I'm here. I'll climb up to about 2,000 and stay about 90, 95 miles.
All right, I'm going to be on your side. I'm going to be about your 8 o'clock.
Traffic.
Gotcha.
I'm about a quarter mile.
I got you.
Oh, you got more flexibility in your neck than I do.
That's what the co-pilot's for. He's got a better angle.
He can't see anything from where he is.
Mine is busy doing vertical video. I'm going to disinherit her.
It's on Snapchat. It's not for you.
Traffic.
I have fans.
I can see him hit a bump just a second before we hit it.
I'm going to go over to your other side.
There'll be a little bump when we get behind him.
Hold on, I'm going to record it.
There it is. Feel that?
Oh, yeah.
That one looks there.
Okay. Are we going to land right behind him?
No.
Okay.
What's your Unicom?
Yep, I'm headed over to Unicom.
What is it?
22.7.
Doesn't include you.
Piquet County traffic, Cherokee going Quebec is 5 miles to the west, inbound, full stop, Piquet County.
Newark Keys traffic, 5366 Whiskey, downwind for 27 Newark Keys.
Traffic.
I know, stop reminding me.
Oh, you just now noticed that?
What's going to be your direction out of the pattern?
Roger, we're going to head over to Portsmouth.
Okay, that's direction.
There's an airplane over there, right? I can see an airplane right now over there.
Remaining crosswind for 19er.
Got him in sight.
Oh, I see him.
I can see, yeah, there's more than one of them. There's 3 of them so far.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, they're all going over to Portsmouth for breakfast together. Oh, they're landing to the north. I see why he was talking to them. Oh, they're departing to the north. Okay. But that's the last of them coming off now, so we're going to turn around and land to the south. I see what he's got going on there.
Jackson Road,
I see him.
Whiskey is upwind 1, looking for the flight of 4.
Oh, you can't miss them, dude. They're everywhere.
Next entering the upwind.
Rhodes traffic, 328 Q Lima, experimental flight of 2, crosswind over the numbers, 19er Jackson Road. That's the traffic, caravan, overflying 100 feet entering the left down.
Where did you say you were?
8 Kilo Lima is turning left downwind for 19er right now.
Roger. Downwind.
See how I'm letting them get out in front of us?
Yeah.
Segway County traffic, Cherry on Quebec, stopping the numbers for 1.
Traffic.
He also lands longer than I do, so he'll roll out and we'll have plenty of room behind him.
Northern area traffic.
Segway County traffic, Cherokee on Quebec, turning downwind for 19er, Segway County.
Rhodes traffic, 8 Kilo Lima, turning left base, 19er, full stop Rhodes. That's when Roper, turning final approach, 19 low Rhodes.
Jackson Roads, 284 Delta Golf, turning left base, runway 19er, Jackson Roads.
He's a good mile in front of us now.
Traffic 328 Q Lima, base to final. Full stop, 19er Jackson Roads, and I'll continue my rollout for Delta Golf.
And Delta Golf appreciates that.
I was going to try a short field this time, but figured I better not.
Well, given that it would be your first. Flight 4, I'm going to 22.8.
Crack me up.
You can always go for 19er left.
Pass on that.
He'd have been okay with that.
Oh, thank you. How are we supposed to get this out really quick if it's tied down?
Your lack of confidence in my ability really heartens me.
I want to give you a double room.
Why is it going all the way down there?
To leave room in case I rolled long.
Oh.
He did exactly what he needed to do. I'm just picking on him because he knows. It's just what we do. Feed a little doggies.
Peppers.
Go on, Jack. Ride in Daddy's new toy. It has wheels. That's right. Don't get your hands under there. He'll run you over. Don't you want to ride in it?
You want to ride?
You want to drive it?
Jack's gonna wave. Bye, Jack. He's not gonna wave.
Oh,
there he is.
there he goes.
Almost. Well, close enough.
Yeah, I think he is tired. He is tired.
He's not in the mood to wave. He is such a happy little kid.
He is. Oh.
I'm sure he has, you know, all kids have their moments when they're tired and such, but he's just cute as can be. Okay, you got your vent open. I'm going to close this because we're going to go. All right. Done. Flaps. Trim. We're all good. Do a little run up. All good. Back to the bottom of the green. I don't see anybody. I don't hear anybody. We're ready to go.
Jackson Rhodes traffic experimental 284 Delta Golf departing runway 19er Jackson Rhodes.
Ready?
Yes. Tape this headset.
I know. I feel like I ought to be able to see the airport by now.
I can't see anything ever.
Well, it's 10 miles. Oh, there it is. I see it now. Well, it's way out on the horizon. It'd be very hard to see. I can see the main hangar, and I can see that, you know that radar dish you can see off a Big Run? I can see that.
Nope.
That's generally what I see first is it looks like a golf tee. That's the thing I see first. Then I see the big hangar. And if we're coming from the west or the north, I can see the Lowe's and the warehouses and stuff.
I need new glasses.
You need to know what to look for. You can see it, you're just not seeing it. Bolton was always hard to find before GPS. I always had trouble finding it. Because it's just a field alongside other fields.
Is that why they call it Bolton Field?
Well, it's not where the Bolton comes from, but it might be where the field comes from. You're a talking paternity test, I swear. Got the smart-ass gene. That's why there's no donkeys in the circus, you know. Nobody likes a smart ass. Smart ass, get it?
Yeah.
All right, 8 miles. I got to give them a call, so no talking for a little bit, okay?
Fine.
Bolton Tower experimental 284 Delta Golf 8 miles south inbound landing.
Experimental 4 Delta Golf from the south, enter a left downwind runway 22 report midfield. Wind is 210 at 06 south, altimeter 3012.
Enter left downwind runway 22 report midfield for Delta Golf.
And 3012 on altimeter.
You need to clean the canopy.
I don't clean it until it's really filthy because it's so soft. But you keep cleaning it and it gets these little micro scratches in it. And it's like kind of a haze. Then one day you turn into the sun and everything disappears.
Oh.
So I just clean it. And when it gets really, really filthy, I'll clean it. But you don't do it every time because you just wear it out. You can see how easy it is to scratch. That's just gotten bumped. You know, it gets bumped by a headset or something. That's all it takes.
You should tell YouTube your joke about the coffee.
What, that my coffee tasted like mud this morning?
Yeah.
Oh, that's of course it did. It was just ground this morning. That's still not as good as the cheese curds. Where there's a curd, there's a way.
That was, I didn't appreciate it back then, but
you were
now
too young to get it.
age has come wisdom as to how good of a pun that is.
That was my best pun ever. Where there's a curd, there's a way. I think YouTube has heard it already.
Probably.
That's one of my favorites. I tell you, that's a measured genius there to be able to make a pun like that. Well, genius and very low standards. Why don't you work at that big old hospital? That's right there in your neighborhood, isn't it?
Oh, that's the new Grove City one.
Yeah, I mean, you're not far from that at all.
Yeah, but I like working with kids. I don't really ever want to go back to adults.
Well, that's true. I don't like working with adults either. I don't even like being an adult for that matter.
Same.
I put it off as long as I could, but when I turned 55, it's time.
It is a nice hospital, though.
Oh, man.
Full tower 4 Delta Golf, midfield left downwind 22.
So 4 Delta Golf, runway 22, clear land, use caution, men and equipment. Right of the runway, about 1/3 down the length of the runway, setting up banner 2 equipment.
All right, 4 Delta Golf is cleared land 22. We'll keep an eye out for the humans. 4 Delta Golf.
And Tower 70 Fox is Alpha taxiway for departure. On the go.
70 Fox, right clear for takeoff, Alpha taxiway.
Oh, they do the weirdest things in helicopter. That's the Mount Carmel plane, or helicopter, by the way, in case you're interested. They call it survivor flight.
I know they do.
I mean, that's optimistic, which I guess is good in the, you know. You want a little bit of optimism on the medical staff, but particularly pilots. You don't want a pessimistic pilot. That's like a brain surgeon. That's the last person you want to hear say, oops. Your airline or helicopter pilot's the second last person. All right, where did he go? He's gone already. Okay, he's not a problem then. He was up and out of there. He was ready to go. There he is. I got him in sight.
I don't. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
I got him.
Now these guys doing the banners shouldn't be a problem unless I completely lose control and drive off side of the runway.
And now we're going to, because you cursed it.
Yeah, it's selective. Like a golf ball, the last thing it hears is in the water when you say don't go in the water. Okay, there we go. I see him. He should be all right. He's not even close to the runway.
Yeah,
He's out in the middle there. He
yeah,
should be all right.
Sierra Fox has traffic on the final, no factor.
Nope, sure isn't. We see you too.
Continue northbound.
Roger, 7 Sierra Fox, northbound.
Oh, he sounds like a professional, doesn't he? Oh boy, what a sinkhole we're in. Jeepers.
Yeah, that was felt that one.
The green, now when we hit the runway, it's going to puff back up again from all the heat coming up off of that. You didn't even feel that one, did you?
No, that one was good.
You didn't even feel that. That was a good one.
Hey, the B-17's still here.
Yeah, they're giving rides, or selling rides, I shouldn't say giving. Charging a wazoo for them.
Hi, Bannerman.
Now we should get right Alpha 3, Alpha to Charlie to park, monitor ground point 8. Let's get that. There it is.
Golf, exit Alpha 3, taxi parking via Alpha and Charlie.
Right Alpha 3, Alpha to Charlie to park, 4 Delta Golf.
Oh, I'm talking fast again. As soon as we're off the runway, I'll open the canopy.
Yes, please.
I don't open it on the runway in case for some reason we got to go. Somebody gets behind me or whatever. Okay, it's going to be like that first breath of fresh air.
Oh, thank God.
There we go.
I'm not made for the heat. Mom's fault.
Well, most of your problems are Mom's fault. Genetically speaking, I did nothing but good. She doesn't watch YouTube, so this will be the time that she watches it.
I know. I have my loving daughter, my loving husband, and I'm going to watch it.
7 Sierra Fox, shot for exchange approved. See you later.
Thanks, take care. Talk to you later.
Look at that Cessna 190. Oh, you'll see that one up at Oshkosh. Well, you won't, but you'll be up at Oshkosh. Look at that thing. That's gorgeous.